Okay, this is the training tape for week 3. A lot of this, we have 29 plays on this training tape. We'll go over some mechanics, a lot of dead ball officiating. We're doing a good job, but as the season progresses and as teams start to separate themselves into the 3 tiers, the teams that are at the top, the middle group, and the teams that are just not as good as the other ones, we have to make sure we do a good job of dead ball officiating, because there's going to be a lot of frustrations that are going to start bubbling up, and we have to continue to try to do a good job with our dead ball officiating. Our goal is we don't take our eyes off the players until they're walking back to their huddles. Okay, don't worry about footballs, don't worry about other things. Keep an eye on the players, especially if they are moving. Okay, the first play we're going to look at, and we're going to talk about kickoff mechanics by the referee. So before we even get started here, I like to see the wing people at the top, the side judges. I would like to see your 1 foot here and your 1 foot here. That way, whenever we call an offsides on a kickoff, we see a clear foot down right here before the ball is kicked. So we're not splitting hairs on whether someone is offside or not. Now, this position is a good position if we are officiating an onside kick, because we know we treat that a little bit more tight, technical, because any little advantage is big in that 10-yard time frame. So, but we're going to take a look at this kickoff, and as it goes downfield, I've talked a lot about this, and as you can see, the mechanics by this referee. First off, referees, we got to be on the goal line. Okay, we should not be on the 5-yard line unless the kicker is shown only kicking the ball to maybe the 20-yard line. And as we see the flight of the ball, we're to move parallel on the goal line and get behind the runner. Okay, so that way we can start and help officiate with the line judge or head linesman who's down here on the goal line the points of attack. Because if you're over here, there's going to be too many bodies for you to see through to get to the point of attack. Okay, and the other thing we cannot do, as this referee does, is stare at the kick returner. Okay, I don't think the players even touch the ball, and the referee is winding the clock. And we know that we do not wind the clock on a kickoff until there's a legal touching. Okay, and this play is play 39. It's early enough in the game that I know the mercy rule probably hasn't came into effect either. So again, referees, leave the winding in this case outside the hash to your line judge or head linesman. Please wait till the ball is touched before you wind the clock, and let's just have some better mechanics and get in our position, and let's because look what happens here. Let's look up the chute here. And what we end up doing is there's a potential blindside block right here. But guess what? Since the referee is located where he's is and not here, he can't see through these players to determine if there is a blindside block or not. So let's rewind it a little bit back further. That looks to me as if it's a blindside block. Okay, and it's difficult for the wing official to see. That's why, referees, we want you back here looking up the chute, not concerning yourself too much about the kick returner. All right, next play. This will give us a better view. So right here, referee's head looking in the sky. Okay, the ball always comes down, officials. We don't need to be ball watchers. Now, our wing decides to wind, which is correct. Referee, if you're here, look what you see. This whole opening, and then what happens? Boom, you catch number 33 with that blindside block. Okay, comes out of your field of vision into here. You're going to catch that right here. Okay, so we got to do a better job. If we are in position, we will make the calls. Okay. Next play, this play was set in by the referee, and it's a good question here. What do we do on punt plays where the punter is on the goal line? My suggestion to you is to line up kind of maybe a step or two behind where the referee is, because that way you're agile enough to get to either line. Okay, you're all quick enough and athletic enough to get to either line. Because if we line up too close here, what happens here is now we're running back, okay? And we're running while we're officiating. And do we see whether or not the punter touches out of bounds? Probably not. We're get back there where our head's moving. We're definitely, I'm not sure if we can see a roughing but if we're back here, and let's rewind this a little bit back. If we're back here, a couple steps, maybe halfway through the end zone, and we feel that ball go, we start here, we only have 5 yards to go. Look how quick they get to the 5 yards. That's 5 yards right there. You would already be at the end line still when all of this happens. Okay, you know, we don't see this much. That's why I thought this was a good play to talk about. But you know, you can adjust your mechanics a little bit in these situations. Like I said, the mechanics manual is a guideline. It's not the hard fast rule. You know, in this case, moving a few yards back will actually help you out in that situation. All right. Another play we talked about. So we know the kicker, holder, punter, well, in this case, the kicker can't be touched until I think he goes 5 yards, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. It cannot be blocked. This is not being blocked. Okay, this is just touching. A block would be driving. A block would be either in any direction or knocking them down. However, I would keep note of this, and you know, if this play goes a little bit further and then it becomes an issue, then we do something about it. But we're looking for clear and obvious fouls. This to me is a technicality foul. The receiver himself has stopped at 4. Okay, that should not. He is now able to protect himself. This rule was put in place so this guy doesn't jog downfield and they send someone up to blow them up. Okay. So let's not be officials who deal on technicalities. Okay, the kicker kicks the ball and he stops and he's able to protect himself. Now he is a player in the play, because if we play technically by the rule book, if he hangs at this 4-yard mark and they break a run, no one's allowed to block him because he hasn't gone 5 yards. Okay, so let's understand the play, understand why the rules are written. And you know, and this crew does a good job. They don't throw a flag, but I just wanted to bring this up as another good discussion point mechanical-wise. All right, this next play is a forward progress play where the quarterback rolls to the bottom side of the screen. First, what I like is, first off, the referee, excellent job. You recognize that's your quarterback and you're moving. Okay, you're doing a good job to move into the side zone to protect your quarterback. Great job. So line of scrimmage officials, mainly the line judge in this case, when you feel that quarterback run this way, your movement should be back. Okay, when you move back in the backfield, it's just like you let the runner pass you. Okay, so if we move back in the backfield, we would see that the runner's hit and his forward progress is stopped there. And as he goes back out of bounds, if you're standing back here, what you're going to do is give some nice whines, because his forward progress was stopped in bounds. He did not go out of bounds, because in this case, we stopped the clock here. So what we're saying is the out of bounds spot is the dead ball spot, when in fact, it's where the forward progress spot was stopped. Okay, so we'll give a whine. He kills the clock. But referee, all I say to you is you do the right thing here. You recognize that the forward progress is going. Let your official continue to kill the clock. Then after he's completed, wind the clock and talk to him afterwards why. And just so that way we're not confusing the clock operator with 2 signals. All right, handling situations. For you who've watched these videos for a long time, you understand how I feel about throwing people out. There are cases when it is warranted, and we're going to watch number 53 here and watch what happens throughout this play. He gets blocked. He gets pushed to the ground. He's a little bit upset. He gets up. Number 63 gives him a little shove. It's not really good, but you know, that's where we're in the talk to range right here. So what does 53 do? He gets mad. Oh, another shove. Now 53 rears back, right? Let's watch it the whole way through. Boom, boom. Umpire throws a flag, ejects number 53. This is a warranted ejection, okay? This is the punches, these are the punches we're looking for in ejection. He doesn't, it's not a straight arm. He winds back and punches twice in the back of the head. If they're facing each other and he hits them in the chest, we can break them up and throw an unnecessary roughness on 53. But we cannot allow players to hit people in the back of the head like this player does. Umpire does a really good job here. Dead ball officiating, seeing this and ejecting the player correctly. Another play with dead ball officiating. This is a play where we're going to have a fake punt, okay? And as my supervisor tells me, we should expect every play to be a fake punt. I believe they snap it to this player right here. Yep, and now he's running and off to the races. Well, this number 23, we can't take our eye off of him, field judges and side judges, because watch what he does. Totally unwarranted and unnecessary hit, okay? And the best part about this is we get this. We did not take the play off and ball watch. Our deep wings, I think both of them get it, and this is just excellent. So I'm going to say this next statement, and I hope that it doesn't be taken the wrong way. But as you can see, this player is not going to make the tackle. He's going to punish this player. His actions indicate a launch and hit to the head. If I had a foul report that said something to the effect on this play that you ejected number 27, I would totally and utterly understand that, because we do not need hits in this game, in our games like this. This is not part of football. This is just someone looking to punish another person. Okay? I hope that you do not go out looking for this. But like in this play, it'll pop out to you. And if that's the decision that you make, I understand it. But at minimum, this is a foul for an unnecessary roughness. I don't care whether you call it a blindside block or hitting a player outside the play. It's totally unnecessary and unwarranted, and great job by this crew to get this foul. Unfortunately, on this next play, we missed something, and we're going to watch we're going to watch this action right in here, okay? And we have the referee who's doing his job watching the quarterback, but then he starts taking his eyes to the block, right? Which, one, our eyes should not ever be downfield here as a referee. We have two people boxing it in. We should be able to officiate this play. What happens here is these two players are tangled up. And I don't know if the umpire could maybe get a look at this too, but I think that he has backside stuff going on too. But front side referee should be looking, and our eyes, once the quarterback throws the ball, should be all around the quarterback, not downfield as to what is going on. We're not ball watchers. Watch what number 33 does. Right in front of the referee, slams number 72 on his shoulder. Unfortunately, number 72 was injured on this play, okay, and could not play the rest of the game. So it's very difficult to understand how we miss plays like this. We watch the whole action, we watch them throw him down, and we don't throw a flag. Guys, we're better than this, okay? We should be able to officiate these plays better. All right, this play starts late, and we're going to talk about two things. Run right here. We watch this, and this is a good job by this deep wing not to call a block in the back, because we don't have a block in the back. It's a side block right there that pushes the runner away, and then also as he transitions here to here, watch what happens with that block. Another side block. It's not a blindside block, I'll tell you this right here. It's not vicious. It's more of a hand push. He can push the runner down, and you could see by the actions of the field judge here, he's watching both of the blocks. So it's great sometimes we see stuff and we decide not to call it, and I can tell this field judge decided that. What I like really a lot about this is the referee doesn't take the play off. Watch what happens way behind the play. Boom, knockdown. Referee throws a flag. Those hits are not football. Those hits might have been football 10 years ago. They're not football today. Knocks him down, forcible hit, calls it a blindside block. Excellent job by the referee, but then he continues to officiate. Gets the number. Excellent job by the referee here on this play. All right, next play, we're going to look at a late hit out of bounds at the top of the screen. So normally when we have north and south runners, we give them a little bit, we give the defense a little bit more grace when hitting out of bounds. But this case, runner gives himself up, boom. The defender had opportunity to let up. If he hits him here, it's one thing. He steps out, clears foot in the white, knocks him down. This is a great job here by this crew to get this late hit out of bounds. I'll play it fast one more time. Boom. Good job, crew. All right, another dead ball officiating play. And another one we do a good job in getting. Kickoff down to the field. Caught. Line judges and head linesmen, something caught my eye mechanically. Stay on the goal line until the runner catches it and starts moving upfield. Okay, just be patient on this play. So referee, we need to be over a little bit more and up the field. I understand it's way by the hash. Get a little bit outside the hash so you can look up this chute right here. Don't worry so much about looking at the runner. Look upfield, okay? Point of emphasis for referees. Let's work on our kickoff mechanics this week. So we'll see this player get tackled. Oh, somebody jumps on the pile. Listen, he's late, but this hit is not forceful at all. I'm glad we didn't throw the flag here. But what we did throw the flag was watch, and let's see if I can pause it. You probably see it already, but I'm going to point it out. Watch this player right here. Runner's down, ball's down. Pick someone off the pile. Boom, right in the back. And we get a flag right there for that foul. That's great dead ball officiating here by this line judge. It's just a superb job, not thinking the play's dead. Boom, right in the back. Unnecessary hit. Great job there by the line judge. All right, this play has two facets to it. First, we're going to look at the block by number 4 at the top of the screen. We're going to start moving into our holding section. And this is tough for our head linesmen and line judges, but we have to progress from the pass to the block really quick. So now we have a block. We should have got the catch. Let's watch this block. Oh, what do we think? Yes, we have an outside grab, but what does the blocker do? He never stops his feet, drives the opponent right to the ground. Okay, good job there, not calling an offensive hold. Now let's take a look at any dead ball action around the play. So what happens? This guy gets mad because he just got pancake blocked. And what does he do? Gets up, he's mad, shoves the kid right to the ground. This is a tough get, I'll say, by the crew. The only person I think that maybe could get it is the referee because he's cleaning up behind the play. We have the head linesman and the side judge coming in with the play near the goal line. But this is a tough play. But it's such a great one if we get it because it shows we're in control of the game. Okay. All right, let's move into our holding section. We're going to take a look at the right guard here. Right here. And I know it's a far view, but what you'll see is that right guard engages, twist and turn to the ground. So it looks like we have an outside grab, and I'll circle the player right here. Looks like we possibly have an outside grab and the blocker is beat, twist and turn and tackle. Great focus here by the referee to throw this flag for this takedown hold. It's right at the point of attack. It allowed the quarterback to step up. Great job there by the referee. Next, we're going to look at the hold the hold that happens here, and I'm going to mention this right off the bat. This is an extremely tough get for this head linesman, because not only does he or she have the ball coming to his side, he's got to officiate that catch. Normally, I would ask the referee to possibly help, but the referee is on this side. So we're going to look at this block right here. And what makes it difficult is you see number 2's hand is on the inside grabbing around the waist. There's no possible way this head linesman can even see it. The reason this is on here is just to illustrate what is and what isn't a hold. Okay, so right here, the blocker's beat, hand around. So we're looking for a clear and obvious restriction. We get it right there because the arm around the waist allows number 2 to pull himself back into position for the block. So, you know, again, extremely tough get for the crew to get, but it is a hold, and I just wanted to make illustrations of that. Next, we're going to look at these 2 players here. It's a good job for a no call for a hold. What we'll do is we'll have an outside grab, and the blocker just works his feet, and the both the line judge and I'm not sure if the referee's looking over here, but does a good job of not calling a hold here. Next play, we're going to look at the chop. It's a center and the left guard here. You'll see them chop number 56 in white. You can see the high component right here by the. So umpires, what you need to do is work yourself in a position where you can see the ball snapped and also see all 3 of your center and 2 guards in one look. Okay? Because these are tough ones, but we need to get them because they're just player safety fouls. So you see the left tackle, the left guard go low, the center push him right over the top right there. That is a foul. That is enough for a chop block here. All right, next we're going to move into the false starts. I want us to take a look at the right tight end. Okay, and that's this player right here. Let's watch the play, and then we'll go back. Watch the play, determine whether it's a false start, and we'll talk about it. Looked pretty quick. Looked like he beat the snap, right? Looked like he beat the snap, right? Nope. But he doesn't beat the snap. Look what happens. Moves right when the ball is snapped. Maybe a tick ahead. That is not, we don't want to be technical false starts like that. If it's that close, he timed the snap perfectly. Okay, because we don't have a great down the line look. Keep in mind, everyone, that what we really need to be focused on in week 3 is we've seen a lot of football, and our eyes are seeing things that could trick us because we're so locked in. This is where we have to take a deep breath and make sure the fouls are big. We're going to take a look at the receiver at the top of the screen. Looks like he leaves early, right? Squat down, leave early. Let's move it right next to the snap. He times the snap, right? Is he a tick ahead? Probably. And I can see by the head linesman putting his whistle in his mouth and taking it out. He thought about it, but I'm really glad that we decided not to call it. Let's not get extremely technical with false starts here. All right, we call a false start here, and watch what the center does with the ball. Let me rewind it back. He picks up the ball, right? We know the centers can't do it. Technically, by rule, it's a foul. But is this something, you know, it's play 8 in the game. Is this something that we could have talked to the center about? Could we have said, you know what, after the play, no one on the defense reacted. Could we have said to the center, hey, if you pick up the ball again, I'm going to have to call a false start on you. You can roll the ball side to side, flip it on its axis, but you cannot pick the ball up. All right, let's not get extremely technical in situations like this. All right, this is a play. Do we have an illegal shift on a play? So team rushes to the line. Let's watch this player and this player. Hand down, goes in motion. I know what the coach is going to say to you. He wasn't set for a second. He doesn't have to be. Let's not be technical. We have set, now we have motion. All right. Let's not get technical that he didn't set for a full second. I'm going to tell you this, because if you decide to be that technical at this point in the game, you're going to have to do it for the rest of the game. All right, the crew does an excellent job here, not calling illegal shift. Set, boom. Now contrast that with this play, okay? We have running backs. We're going to look at what's going on back here. So we don't have everyone set, right? We have two people moving in motion. Does anybody get set? No. Okay, number 35 never plants his feet. He's still moving his foot back. So this situation, contrast that with the play before, never gets set. We have an illegal shift in this situation. All right, we're going to look at the matchup here. We're going to go into defensive pass interference. Look at this play, and we know that's the side judge's key all the way. We're going to have a pass. So ball's in the air. Let's qualify the defender, right? Defender is not playing the ball. Any early contact, we have a foul. I'm going to be a little bit nitpicky here. Side judge, we want to be a little bit wider over here. But what the side judge does do is great job calling a DPI here. We have an early contact, grabbing that arm. You can see the rake down of the arm. He doesn't time the ball good enough. And we have a great call for a DPI by this side judge here. So this is just good job recognizing not playing the ball, early contact. Let's stay off the field. But great call there by the field judge and the side judge right there. Here's another play we're going to watch. I believe it's this person right here. Let's move fast forward ahead. So we're going to qualify the play right here. So what happens here is the offense creates this contact here. It's the offense's responsibility to avoid contact. Offense creates contact, defense grabs. We have a nothing right here. Okay? Pass is thrown. Yes, does the defender grab him and restrict him from getting to the ball? Yes, he does. But why does he do that? Because the offensive guy ran into him. Okay? We're not going to call OPI and DPI. This is just a whole lot of nothing. Okay? And what I like is the head linesman saw this whole play the whole way through, saw that contact by the offense, saw the catch by the defender and grab, and decided, I'm not going to throw this foul, and I'm not going to bail out this offensive player because he created this contact and the defender just grabbed to protect himself. All right, we're going to have another good call for DPI at the top of the screen. And this illustrates why we don't always have a foul when the defender's not playing the ball. So defender's not playing the ball right here. Great positioning right here by this side judge. Defender's not playing the ball. We have 4 hands and 4 eyes up for the ball. There's no early contact. The offensive player makes a great catch. My comment mechanically, side judge, is the receiver goes down to the ground. Make sure he survives the ground and is able, it does not bobble the ball, and it touches the ground. We're a little quick with our touchdown signal. No, I'm being technical, but the last thing you want to do is signal touchdown and all of a sudden this ball is rolling here. Take a deep breath, let him come up with the ball, hold the crowd in suspense, and then go up for a touchdown. All right, defensive holding. We don't get much of it, so that's why when we see it, we should look at it. We're going to look up this matchup by these 2 receivers here. Receiver and DB. Going down the field. He's trying to push him inside. So the offensive player is trying to run a comeback route. Look what the defender does. And I'm slowing this down. And this is our side judge's key going down. He pulls him downfield. The offensive player is trying to do a comeback because you know why? He's coming back behind the line of scrimmage to do a screen pass. Okay? The defender does not let him do that, so he throws the ball away. So how do we officiate defensive holding? Well, we see this happen. We see the hold right here. We look back and we find the quarterback. We see the hold right here. We look back, find the quarterback. Quarterback still has the ball. Is he looking in our direction? Yes, we have a flag for defensive holding. If this hold occurs and the quarterback is looking down here and throws down here, we do not have defensive holding. But in this situation, pull, then he decides to throw it, we should have a foul down for defensive holding in that situation. All right, next play, ineligibles downfield. Tough play, but how do we officiate it? So we have the sorry, my screen got a little messed up. We have the quarterback rolling to the bottom of the screen. So when we have the quarterback rolling to the bottom of the screen, the head linesman at the top of the screen should be looking behind the play and helping and probably being primary for ineligibles downfield. Because what happens is number 71 is 3 yards downfield, and that is larger than the 2 yards that are allowed. But again, this is a tough call. I understand not splitting hairs in this situation. You thought he was at 2. He kind of wandered to 3, maybe 4. But in this situation, whenever the play runs this side, it's the opposite line of scrimmage official who has responsibility for the ineligibles downfield. And these all happen on broken plays such as this one. As you see the quarterback drop back the pass, he's looking at his primary receiver. His primary receiver is not open. He decides to wait a little bit longer, which throws off the timing of all this, which brings us for ineligibles downfield. Legal formation. So we're snapping the ball here. Looks like at the 38-yard line. I'll draw a line at the 38-yard line. Draw a line through the center's butt. We don't want to be extremely technical in these situations, but I don't think that we can put, I know we can't put this person on, I know we can't put this person on the line of scrimmage. This guy's suspect, but then if we do that, have this guy off the line of scrimmage, like his head is not even getting close to breaking the center's butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we would have a foul for an illegal formation here. So again, put that as part of your pre-snap routine to get those situations right there. Illegal block in the back, we're going to look around the 35-yard line right about here, and I believe this will probably be around where the field judge should be looking. Field judge should be looking right around the 35. We have somebody in chase mode. We know what chase mode is. The blocker is chasing the person he is trying to block. What happens right there? Push in the back. And actually, what happens is he makes the tackle. He, meaning the person who pushes the person in the back, makes the tackle on his own player. But that is enough for a foul for an illegal block in the back. When we're looking for people in chase mode, that's what we should be seeing. So this is a little bit of an unusual block in the back. We're going to look at the left tackle at the top of the screen. So it starts off the play, the left tackle is blocking and blocking and blocking. Now he disengages and he's now working to the edge. And we have a quarterback here he's pointing to one of his receivers to go downfield, but now he decides to run. And look at number 71. And this is where we as a crew have to work together. This head linesman should be worrying about the blocks right in here. The referee is going to worry about stuff going on here. Umpire can help here. I know the umpire has backside blocking here, but if you recognize that there's nothing going on back here, you can turn your eyes upfield too. Watch what number 71 does. Boom, right at the point of attack, and springs the runner. So it's a little bit of an odd one, but this is one that we need to get for a block in the back. Block below the waist, this is the last play, and this is a great job by this referee not to call blocking it below the waist. And I'm going to tell you, I want you to watch this play, and I want to imagine that you came to this play late. So the running back number 8 is the person we're watching. If we come to it late, we see it right there, right? We see this action here, and the blocker falling over, the defender falling over the blocker. But we know for it to be a block below the waist, the initial contact has to start below the waist. And right here, it starts up high, and the blocker just falls down, and then ends up taking the defender down. But it is not a block below the waist because the initial contact is high. So again, I thank everyone for watching these tapes. Hopefully they're very useful. Great job officiating. Let's just try to do a little bit better job with our dead ball officiating and take a hyper focus to that this week. And again, any questions, let me know, and subscribe to the YouTube channel for automatic notifications of these games.